Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Spurs versus Jazz NBA matchup on Saturday, November 9th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. We've also got a link directly below the video in the description. Prices start at just $15. You can get an additional 15% off using the discount code PICK. We also have products meant for people that make big bets, people with big bankrolls, looking for a VIP concierge style package. We have these. They're just not available on the website. Easy to get, though. You just text the number that you see on the screen. But keep in mind, those are our most expensive premium products. But let's get to it. We've got the Spurs and the Jazz going at it. And, the Spurs still, considered an up-and-comer here. 4-5 on the season coming in. The Jazz an absolutely hideous 1-7 coming off of a terrible beatdown loss at the hands of the Milwaukee Bucks, who are really struggling going into that game. Prior to that, the Jazz went into Chicago and beat the Bulls 135-126 as 7.5-point dogs. So I was a little hopeful, to be honest with you, of the Jazz in that spot against the Bucks, who have really been struggling. Meanwhile, the Spurs, finally getting back to the winning side of things, beating the Portland Trail Blazers on Thursday. That game was 118-105. They were 4-point home favorites in that one. Portland's been pretty tough defensively. And, the thing is, to me, the surprising part of that one was that they were able to put up 118 points against that Blazers D, which has been pretty stingy. Of course, Coach Pop still out for the Spurs, but the D certainly has improved in a big way this season. 8th best in the NBA in points allowed, 20th best in three-point shooting against, which is still a very, very big improvement. The thing is that, the Spurs in recent years, it's been defense optional or defense not at all. So any kind of forward movement, so that 8th in field goal percentage against is massive. Meanwhile, the Jazz, the worst offense in the NBA, 41.4% from the floor, 31.8% from the perimeter, is 29th in the NBA. At least they're hitting their free throws when they get there, 81% of the time. The thing is, on the boards, they're going to be challenged here because, of course, the big man on San Antonio is about as big as it gets these days in the NBA. Someday there'll be someone bigger and faster and can do all those same things, but isn't the case right now. We look at the Spurs offense, shooting about 45.9% from the floor, 33.1% from beyond the arc. And the Jazz defense has been okay, 23rd best in the NBA in shooting percentage against at 47.6%, but the league average, 46.3. So I would say both these teams, just below the league average, and that's expected. And the Jazz also do a nice job of guarding the perimeter, a place where the Spurs have struggled from, shooting just 33.1%. But when it comes to those offensive boards, oh man, Spurs just pretty much dominate in that category. One of the best in the NBA when it comes to the offensive boards. I think, this one, it's just different teams in different places. And while I think the Spurs are, just one of those teams that, you're not going to get a lot of value on, at the same time, there's not a lot of value in losing. And I know Wemby, still 32 minutes a game type guy, and they're adding more and more talent. Chris Paul, never really been with a winner, not one of my favorite players, even though I know he is wildly popular. But I guess got to say, I think the Spurs in this one, just playing the better basketball, and that loss by the Jazz to the Bucks really has soured me even further on them. I'm going to take the Spurs, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.